All humans are social and have biological needs. They interact dependently with each other in order to aid their survival. The question is, since everyone has their own different background, how do they interact and support each other without creating any problem? Basically, cultural intelligence is the answer. Brislin and Worthley defines cultural intelligence as people's ability to adapt successfully to new cultural setting and behavior that are considered intelligent in different cultures. But before achieving cultural intelligence, people must have cultural awareness, and that is the ability to understand and recognize beliefs, values, behaviors of an unfamiliar group of people, and apply that knowledge to achieve specific goals, as mentioned by Harry Trenders. To become successfully culturally aware in settings such as workplace, Quappe and Cantatore says that people have to realize that no one is the same. Similarity and differences are both important, and there are many ways to achieve goals in life, but the best way depends on cultural contingencies. When I got my first job, I knew what I wanted, and that is to try to get along with my colleagues. However, I was not culturally aware, as I thought everyone is the same, with the same culture and goal as me. It is believed that cultural shock took place. Harry Trenders says that cultural shock usually occurs when people experience loss of control. There are 4 stages of cultural shock. The first stage is the honeymoon stage. This stage is characterized by excitement, fascination, and enthusiasm. Since it was my first job, my positive attitude predominates. I was utterly excited as I had the ability to earn an income to support myself without having to depend on my parents. It was my first sign of freedom. The second stage is the crisis stage, characterized by a feeling of inadequacy, frustration, and hostility. I experienced this upon starting work as I faced the reality of working. I was culturally unaware and tried to do things according to my culture, but did not take any other cultures into consideration. I only realized the similarities but ignored the differences. I also did not systematically check my assumption through cross-cultural communication. Therefore, I went along believing that my colleague understood me without having to ask them for feedbacks. The third stage is the recovery stage. I did not experience this stage in my first job as I resigned from it before it took place. However, in my second job and my current job, I became culturally aware and proceeded to this stage. I started to understand a new culture and take comfort zone by communicating with my colleagues through cross-cultural communication. I then became familiar with the unfamiliar and avoid dealing with uncertainties. The fourth and last stage is the complete adjustment. This was when I had completely became culturally aware, consequently became culturally intelligent. I accepted and embraced the new culture at my workplace, which allowed me to feel as if I am no longer the fish out of water. To conclude, for us human beings to adapt to other culture in workplaces, we have to be culturally intelligent. But in order to do that, we have to have cultural awareness. We are able to obtain this through cross-cultural communication and respecting the cultural differences of other people.